We're back with my guest, drunk driving defense attorney Patrick Barone. Patrick, during the break you were talking about the difference between the tests at the roadside and the tests at the police station after someone is arrested. Why don't you explain the differences and what the importance is to our viewers?
Okay. The roadside breath test, it's a handheld device. It's about the size of a cigarette pack. And the police officer wants you to blow into that because regardless of what they may be thinking, which is that you're a drunk driver, they're really going to rely on the number. And if you blow at the roadside below the legal limit, they may let you go. They don't have to, but they may. On the other hand, if you blow above the legal limit, that will justify their arrest legally in the state of Michigan. So they know at that point, once you've blown into the machine, that you can't go into court and say that you were unlawfully arrested. And you can refuse that, and the only result of that is a fine. On the other hand, at the station, it's about the size of a large typewriter, and it's a much larger machine. It uses a different type of technology. It is more reliable, although there are some reliability problems with that machine as well. But if you refuse to blow into that machine, the law in Michigan says that your license will be suspended for a year with no driving for that 1 year, and 6 points will be added to your driving record, to your driver's license. So you're really, in most instances, better off taking the one at the station. And if you refuse that one, not only do you face those sanctions and the 1 year license loss, but you also probably will end up having your blood drawn at the hospital.
Now, can they order your blood to be drawn?
Absolutely. And what will happen is, the way the system works in Michigan is there will be a judge really on call. So the police officer will be able to fill out a form and actually fax it to the judge's home. And the judge will wake up and review it, make sure that it's okay, and sign it, fax it back to the police station or to the hospital, and then they will present that to the hospital personnel, and they will forcibly draw your blood.
Patrick, what if you refuse to take that second test?
Well, once a warrant's been obtained, you can't refuse that. And if you refuse it, you're facing being charged with a felony resisting and obstructing. In the case of People v. Philibon, which is a published case in the state of Michigan, the person simply said no to the police officer's request after there was a warrant. And that was enough. The person didn't resist, the person didn't use any strong language, all they said was no. And that person was charged with a felony. And there's also another case in Michigan where the police used force to obtain blood. They actually used what are called do-right sticks. It's almost like a martial arts technique where they take these sticks and they wrap them around pressure points and exert pressure until you comply. And that was found to be lawful in the state of Michigan. So you both are facing an additional felony charge as well as having the blood drawn by force.